Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be showing off the deck profile for a deck that actually did extremely well in the 2005 Pokemon format, which was from EX Ruby Sapphire to EX Emerald. It also notably won the World Championship that year, and I believe also placed in the top four, both of them which are in the Masters division. And I'm talking about the deck called Queendom. So just a little bit of a backstory about it. It was invented by three people named Pablo Meza, Jeremy Marin, and Adam Capriola. And pretty much they built it just to counter the metagame. They wanted something like super consistent that wasn't shut off with things like Battle Frontier or got taken advantage of by other stadiums like Desert Ruins, right? And that's where they kind of came with this deck. And just the overall just consistency, high HP, right, is what made it win the World Championship. So so without further ado, let's get into the list. So we have a 4-3-4 Nidoqueen line. We'll start off with Nidoran there. 50 HP, weak to Psychic, retreat cost of 1, resistance to none. Its attack there, look for friends, which is absolutely awesome and super consistent. Reveal cards from your deck until you reveal a basic Pokemon. Show that card to your opponent and put it into your hand, and then shuffle the rest back in. So it's super awesome. Makes it more consistent, and he's the Pokemon that you definitely, or she's the Pokemon that you definitely want to start with every single game, just to make that super consistent. Its second attack there, Bite. You don't really use that as you're looking to evolve it into Nidorina right away. Speaking of Nidorina, we got 80 HP, weak to Psychic, retreat cost of 1, resistance to none. We got Scratch there for 20, which is okay. But its main attack there, Fast Evolution, is what is a huge part of this deck. Like, this literally makes the deck, function a lot better than what it could have, right? Search your deck for up to 2 evolution cards, show them to your opponent and put them into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterward, which is absolutely amazing when you combine it with Nidoqueen because of its attacks, like Power Lariat there, which does 40 damage plus 10 more damage for each evolved Pokemon you have in play. So, which by the way includes itself. So if he's active and you have 5 evolved Pokemon, if she's active and you have 5 evolved Pokemon on your bench, right, you are adding 60 damage to its attack of 40, which does a total of 100 damage. That's absolutely amazing, and that takes out a lot of threats in the meta. It's Toxic there, which is pretty cool. The defending Pokemon is now poisoned, and then put 2 damage counters instead of 1 on the defending in between turns, which is really good. And then the other thing with the Nidoqueen there is its Pokebody, Family Bonds. It says, as long as Nidoqueen is in play, the retreat cost for your Nidoran male, Nidoran female, Nidorina, Nidoran male, Nidorino, and Nidoking is 0. So that's absolutely amazing because you don't have to run cards like Switch, or play supporters like Mr. Bronny's Compassion just to retreat. You can set up whatever you want, any of your previous evolutions, previous stages, and then just retreat it for free, which is awesome. And then another thing too, it's got 120 HP, weakness to grass, which is actually really good because it's not really a popular type. And then a retreat cost of 2, which is about average for a Nidoqueen. So overall, what an awesome card here, and it's pretty easy to see why she did so well and she won that world championship. We got some more Pokemon. So we have here a 3, 2, 3 Pidgeot line. So everybody's favorite Kanto bird. Pidgey there, 50 HP. Retreat cost of 1, resistance to fighting, weak to lightning. Corner there, which is not bad. It's a decent stall tactic. The defending Pokemon can't retreat until the end of your opponent's next turn. And then Gust for 2 energy does 20, which is okay. Pidgeot there, it's got 70 HP, resistance to fighting, weakness to lightning, and retreat cost of none, which is actually really good because you should honestly not have a problem retreating in this deck. Clutch for 10. The same thing as Corner on the Pidgey, and then Cutting Wind for 2 energies does 30, which is okay. But the real reason why Pidgey and Pidgeotto are there are to evolve into Pidgeot, which is absolutely amazing. It's got 100 HP, weak to lightning, resistance to fighting, retreat cost of none, with an amazing Poke Power, which allows you to search for any one card in your deck. Absolutely amazing. This is like a half good Arceus V-Star right now. And, but this is way back. This is way back in 2004, right? 2005, right? When this card came out, what an awesome card. And it still was good for the next season afterwards, too. In 2006. And then it's got its attack there, Clutch, which is actually really good as well. It does 2 energies, it does 40, and then they can't retreat. So if you're able to Toxic a turn prior and they can't get out of it, then you can just lock them up with Clutch and get that KO on whatever's active. Really awesome. So that's it for Pidgeot. And then we have the little tech here that was played, which was a 1/1 Melodic. Feebass there is just not really too great. And its main purpose is just to evolve into Milotic, which its main purpose is to just remove all damage counters from all of your Pokemon in play. And that also includes your opponent's Pokemon. So, that's the only reason why it's there. You don't use it for anything else. You can if you want, right? You can attack with it because you do play double Rainbow Energy, but it's typically just going to chill on the bench. So I guess it could be a good card to use against Blaziken, right? If you're up against a Blaziken deck. But other than that, it just pretty much just camps out. So that's really good too against things like Rocklock, where they they try and chip away at you with damage counters every time you evolve, right? Or if you have a bunch of basic Pokemon in play that are taking damage from sand damage, Dark Tyranitar. That's the other reasons why it's in there. And that's it for the Pokemon. Really simple. Nidoqueen, Pidgeot, and Milotic. That's it. On to the trainer supporter stadiums. So we got 4 Silos Network, 3 Copycat, 3 Steven's Advice, 2 Rockets Admin, and a Mr. Briney's Compassion. So Celios Network searches out for any Pokemon in the deck, which is awesome. Copycat and Rockets Admin are good shuffle draw, albeit Rockets Admin there can disrupt your opponent if they get they have fewer prize cards than you. And then Steven's Advice is just a really good draw card that can draw you a lot of cards. It can draw you up to 6 cards, providing you have less than 7 cards in your hand. And then Mr. Briney's Compassion, which is actually really good too. This allows you to use your Milotic a second time. You can use it on things like Nidoqueen or Pidgeot, but generally you want to use this on Milotic just so you're able to Healing Shower and then just kind of outlast your opponent from there. That's it for the supporters. So on to the stadiums and the other trainer cards. So we have 4 Desert Ruins. Honestly, this is like one of the best stadiums in this format. If you're not playing that one, you're probably playing Battle Frontier, Rare Candy, and Great Ball. So 4 Rare Candy and 3 Great Ball. So Desert Ruins there is absolutely amazing. It chips away at EX Pokemon with 100 HP or more. So that includes things like Medicham EX, Rayquaza EX, Zapdos EX, right? Blaziken EX, right? All of those things this will chip away at. So it's absolutely amazing. It's a good counter stadium to a lot out there right now. You could, if really depends on what you have there, right? You could put in things like Island Cave if there's like a lot of special conditions, right? Because I believe it can heal fighting. Ancient Tomb if there's a lot of grass. So if you're expecting like a lot of muck or maybe like a lot of lightning, right? I don't think that there would be. I think you can probably just get away with just playing the deck the way it is, even with the meta game and the few targets. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. 4 Rare Candy. So Rare Candy just makes you a little bit more consistent, right? You probably could drop it to 3, right? As you play such thick evolution lines with a 4-3-4 Nidoqueen and a 3-2-3 Pidgeot, you could probably drop it to 4 and play another card in its place. But I'm not really too sure. And then Great Ball there, 3 Great Balls, so you just search your deck for a basic Pokemon. So between that and Nidoran's attack, it just makes you super consistent. So yeah, there we go for the Pokemon. And then lastly, onto the energies. So for the energies, we play 6 Grass energies, 4 Double Rainbow energies, that's a different kind there, 3 Fighting energies, and then 2 Heal energies. So Grass there is pretty much for Toxic, right? As you want to Toxic as early as possible. The Double Rainbow energy, so the Double Rainbow energy can be attached to anything except a basic Pokemon or an EX, right? So you're going to be attaching it to Nidorina, Nidoqueen, Pidgeot, or Milotic, right? It provides 2 Vending energy, but it also reduces your damage done by that Pokemon by 10, right? So it's pretty good. It's definitely well worth it. Even doing a Power Lariat for 90, right? It's still actually really good. Typically, you're going to be doing it for about 70 or 80 damage for Power Lariat. But yeah, still really good. Fighting there, so it depends. Like if with a Nidoqueen, if you want to power it up the short way or the easy way, playing the Fighting energy allows you to do it the long way, where you can just do that, in a couple Grass, right, or having a Heal energy on it, right. It just depends what you want to do. Heal energy. Just provides a colorless And then when you play it, you can remove one damage cutter and all special conditions from that Pokemon. And then it just, if you attach it to a Pokemon EX, right, it just doesn't really do anything else other than provide a colorless energy. So there we go. That's the energy count for the deck. So this, yeah, that's the deck profile. Pretty awesome deck. Definitely caught a lot of people by surprise when it came out. It has actually pretty good matchups across the board. I would say that it beats like a lot of the basic decks, right? Just due to Desert Ruins, and there's a lot of fighting weak decks out there as well, right? Like Rock Lock, partially Rock Lock, Dragtrode as well has got Sneasel and Electrode that's weak, right? Yeah, I would say it's a pretty good deck to play. I can't see it having any worse than a 50-50 matchup against everything else. Yeah, so let me know what you think, everybody. This is definitely a cool deck. It's a really good deck, and it's fairly easy to build, fairly cheap to build for 2005. Right, you only need to get the Holo Nidoqueens and the Holo Pidgeots as well as the trainers. You know, it's a lot of other decks are requiring like a bunch of EXs, like Metacham EX or Rocket Sneasel, Rocket Scyther, Zapdos EX, Rayquaza EX, right? So for the format, this is actually a relatively cheap deck to build, and it does actually pretty well. So yeah, there you go, everyone. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, right? I will be doing another opening video this upcoming Monday, as well as some more live gameplay on the following Wednesday, and another deck profile next Friday. So awesome. Stay tuned, and then don't forget to check me out on Instagram at WJO_88. Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone, and take care.